Cool. All right. Well, welcome everybody to the Regen Network community update for the 22nd of June. I'm not sure if it feels the same for you guys, but this year is like flying by, which I guess in a bear market is a good thing. So hopefully it keeps going. So again, we're just gonna recap kind of the same things like we talked about last time. There's a couple of updates, so I just wanted to add those. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Regenerati News Hour happens every Thursday. Um, the next one looks like maybe my dates are off a little bit here, but the next one is actually tomorrow, and then of course following week. I'm not sure who's going to be on tomorrow, but I'm sure it'll be exciting. There's always 30 plus people there, so there's always exciting conversations going on there. Don't miss that. There are, as always, governance discussions going on. Nothing new that I saw. Of course, the one that we had on here was about the community spend proposal last time, which actually passed. So, congratulations to the branch out team with Climate Wiki. They've got enough funds to hit the ground running. So excited to see what they come up with. Also, the software upgrade proposal discussion is still going, and this really important one I feel is this currency allow list. So, if you haven't participated in the discussion yet, please go ahead and get in there. Let's start working on that. Region Ledger 4.0, the timeline was pushed out. If you guys remember from last time, we should have already been voting on it. The engineering team is still working to make sure that it's solid and ready to go. Regen is always very meticulous about the way they do things, so that's good. Yeah, again, this is going to go really fast. So just to kind of reiterate, Region Ledger 4.0 is going to be adding, of course, the marketplace functionality to the eco credit module, which gives you
Oh,
the ability for creating sell orders and performing direct buy orders against those sell orders. They'll be adding project support to the core functionality of the eco credit module and adding an updated data module to the stable app configuration. One thing that I've been working on is the guides Git book. So for those who don't know, there's a Git book that the registry team has created at library.regen.network, which gives you a ton of information about the registry itself, methodologies, and all that kind of a thing. Along with that, I've created a guides book, Git book, and I'm going to show you. If I drop off the call, I'm going to jump right back on. My Zoom has been being kind of funky, but basically there's a Regen Network overview in there. We've got guides on wallet functionality, governance, and then something really exciting, of course, since the registry app will be launching very soon with 4.0. I've started creating guides on how to actually use that. So let me stop sharing. Okay, now you should be able to hear me too. Yeah, so as soon as I close that, I crashed. So let me share my other screen here. Uh, Region Network Guides. Cool. So I love dark mode, so it's in dark mode. But this is kind of what I'm working on. As you can see, there's the registry guides from the library that they've created. The format will be a little bit different. You're seeing the actual Git book where I work on it. But we've got all the different guides. So basically, over the course of the last year, community members and Region Development Inc. have been creating different blog posts on, describing Regen Network, validator resources, wallet functionalities, and all that kind of a thing. So I've basically compiled all those into one nice location, so you don't have to search the entire web to find out what Regen Network is, how to use everything. So We've got, the how to change the world blog on there, a case for a small allocation to Regen, which is actually more so about Regen Network itself. Um, some other overviews. We've got validator resources and all of the links associated with that. I also added my security blogs in there too. We Because of the nature of our project, of course, we have a lot of land stewards and folks that aren't necessarily Web3 native, or even really people who are hanging out on the computer as much as some of us are. So I really wanted to stress the security. So, how to avoid being social engineering attacks and brute force and kind of best practices for passwords, two-factor authentication, that kind of a thing. And then also wallet security. So this includes setting up Kepler wallet, but also best practices for keeping your 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 crypto safe. So this talks about custodial versus non-custodial wallets, just all kind of the general wallet information, and then the different types of backups there are, and just kind of goes on to best practices using a hardware wallet and all that kind of a thing. So that's just like the general overview of Regen Network. And the order of this is subject to change. So this might not be exactly what you'll be seeing when it's live. And it'll be live at guides.regen.network. It's a blank page right now. So if you go there, you won't see anything. Um, Easiest way to create a Regen wallet, how to stake using Kepler. Christian wrote this really cool blog, Mom, I want to send you some Regen tokens. So it just breaks it down in the most basic possible way of how to send tokens and create a wallet. Here's this doesn't have any screenshots yet, but basically just different types of wallet functions. So kind of a reiteration of how to send. Um, Governance is something that's really important to folks. So I've got my how to participate in governance, creating a poll and talking about it on Discord, kind of our process that we use. And there's actually a discussion on Commonwealth too about the governance process itself. So I recommend checking that out. How to participate again. The second part here, depositing and voting, and kind of talking about how we tally votes, and that's of course done on chain. Uh, Commonwealth, we've got just this was these guides were actually written by Josh from the foundation, so thanks to him for writing these. Just bullet points on how to actually use Commonwealth, including creating text proposals, and community spend proposals, and voting. So funny enough, I didn't even know until I started putting this together that you could vote on Commonwealth. So that's a really cool functionality. I usually just use the Kepler dashboard, but Regen Network Community Pool. I'd mentioned that with Climate Wiki, so they actually went through this and successfully put together a proposal, and it passed. And yeah, so I gave them a little bit of help, but they did most of it themselves. Pretty exciting. Here's a little bit of alpha. Let me see if I can. I put one of these on here. Yeah. So this is actually the registry app that not many people have actually seen. So again, just a little bit of alpha for everyone. You'll be able to connect your wallet to the Regen Network website, and you'll have a portfolio. So this is an example portfolio on the Redwood testnet. You can see I've got some eco credits in there. You can send those eco credits um, just by clicking the little dots there and clicking send. Then of course signing it with your Kepler wallet, all of the functionality which is already working. So that's already live on Redwood. Go ahead and play around with it if you want. And then of course these other ones here are blank, but I've already written guides on how to retire, how to deposit into baskets, how to take from baskets. So all of the basic functionality that you'll be able to use inside of the registry app itself. So I'm really excited about this. So the basket tokens on this image here, you can see it says basket tokens. If there's another line item with basket tokens that I actually have too. So I will probably crash again the second I log off of here. So just bear with me one moment. Okay, I'm back. All right, yeah, so that was kind of that overview. Let me just go back to the presentation really quickly here, and then I won't log out of the screen sharing this last time. In fact, I lost that window, so give me just 1 second to pull it up again. There we go. So that was the guides gift book that I've been working on. So lots of information just all in one place. And really, I mean, we're really close. I'm just buttoning up a couple of things. So by the next time we have this meeting, you should already be able to get in there and share that with folks. We get questions all the time, of course. Which actually brings me to another point. Uh, Regen Network is working on a bot, so like a question bot, and it's like an AI thing. So it learns, and we've been feeding it all sorts of uh, AMAs from Gregory, and it's turning into like this Gregory AI slash admin on eventually be on the Discord. So that way, if anybody has questions, I'm sure there'll be, I haven't seen it yet, but I'm sure you'll just use a command, or maybe it'll be watching the Discord all the time and answer for us. So just kind of trying to um, put all of the information in one place, trying to make it easily accessible for everybody. So that's kind of the biggest news that I have. Of course, last time we talked about the Stargaze NFTs and Starrybot. So we'll be using Starrybot along with the AI and the guides book. So we're just kind of like buttoning up our Discord and making sure that everything is accessible and fun to use. This was left over from last week, so thanks again for that, Ryan, from last time, not last week. And here's our bear market liquidity report. We can skip over that. So last time we had talked about how there was going to be some digital events. So those that happened in Austin, you can go to the CoinDesk.com website and find the speakers list. I think there's some links also to some presentations. I pulled one of them off of YouTube there. So if you can't find something on CoinDesk, just go ahead and go to YouTube. It was pretty easy for me to find on there. And also Gregory was at GeckoCon at the same time, and there's a really cool video on YouTube as well about reducing our carbon footprint via Web3. So yeah, not as short as I thought it was going to be, as always, but yeah, so I guess I will open it up for questions. And yeah, if anybody's got any questions, go ahead and toss them. Well, actually, give me one moment, guys. I'm going to stop sharing here so I can get back to the regular screen. I know it's a pain every time I do this, I get booted. So yeah, if there's any questions, now would be the time to ask those. Maybe if Ryan has anything to add, per maybe a timeline update as far as the launch is concerned, you're more than welcome to voice that now too, Ryan. Not to put you on the spot like that, but I know you're
No
working.
worries. Yeah, no, we have an updated timeline. We basically just pushed everything back 2 weeks at the moment. That's primarily because we're just making sure that we have all the functionality we need for the bridge service, but then also there was a few minor bugs and inconsistencies that we found in the auditing and testing process. So it is, yeah, it's a large release, and we want to take our time making sure everything's right, and that we're addressing any sort of issues. So yeah, unfortunately we have to push the time back, but yeah, things are moving along still, and we'll continue updating that timeline if it changes within the community forum discussion. And yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get it over the finish line here sooner than later. But we do want to make sure that we're just thoroughly testing everything and that it's all ready to go. So thank you all for your patience. And yeah.
In my experience, Ryan, I think that folks would rather have something done right than to have it just pushed out fast. So I appreciate your due diligence on all of that, and I know you're working really hard on it. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So thank you. But yeah, other than that, unless there's any kind of questions that we can help with,
I'll raise my hand real
yeah.
quick. Hey, Daniel.
Hey,
Hey guys, my name is Jan. Ryan, you remember me maybe from Seattle.
Yeah.
So the reason I'm here, I was lurking around in the last community call already. I've developed an interest in the registry, and I've been talking to Sarah mostly and Gregory, and I haven't had the chance to really pester Sam in that regard. But I have a very concrete question on what you showed in the guidebook. So when you or my reason for the interest in the registry is that I think that the region registry is the best candidate to open up to more projects that are not necessarily ready for minting eco credits. So to grab projects much, much earlier in their life cycle, potentially even pre-acquisition of land, right? And I know that from Sarah that this discussion has been actually going on for a few weeks within region, that this is sort of seen as well. And in that regard, what you showed when you log on with a Kepler wallet into your project, the glimpses of what we just saw, do you happen to know if that's already done in a way that the wallet is per user and the project can therefore have multiple registered wallets as administrators, or is it single wallet equals single project?
so the registry app does have the functionality to have per user multiple wallets. So you
Okay,
could
and
have
user in this
multiple
case
wallets
could
per
mean a
user.
project, right? So
A project, right, right.
got it. Okay, that's what I was hoping.
Yep. So they went back and forth a little bit, but it does seem like others are asking, and I don't know, maybe you chimed in on Twitter. I saw somebody asking on Twitter the other
Oh,
day
I
about
have
the
been
same
very
thing.
annoying on all
You've been
channels
very
to
annoying on
get
there. Great. We love
to get
very annoying
attention.
on Twitter. No, that's great. That's good. We love all the interest, so appreciate that. And yeah, so I can confirm that Sam actually confirmed not too long ago that that is the case. And I've actually seen the functionality live too. I've been
Yeah,
privy to a demo. So, all right, great. Yeah, great
thanks.
question. Thank you for that. So if there's nothing else, I'm gonna go ahead and give everybody their 8 minutes back, and yeah, I'll just wait another 5-10 seconds, and if I don't hear anything, we'll say our goodbyes. Oh, Insta, did you have a question? You had your hand raised there.
Yes, hi everybody. So, my name is Del Rey. I work for staking, and this question is actually to get to know you better, guys. So, you keep hearing on crypto Twitter, like, oh, there's a good thing that the market washes out, there is less noise, there is more time to work or to focus on your project. So, I want to hear from your experience, for example, how does it feel to working through a bear market? I don't know if you have any thoughts of that, or anybody can take it. It's just to get your perspective on that.
I mean, I can go ahead and I've been through a couple of bear markets now, and I can tell you, um, the work. I mean, it's less distracting, right? Because there's not you're not focused on all of these different bull runs and these all these opportunities you may be missing out on as far as trading is concerned, just from like the speculative end of trading crypto. It can be quite distracting. So with that kind of being gone, now it's a lot easier just to continually focus on building. And I think in a way it motivates me even more to build even more and to focus even more, because I really, and this is just my personal opinion. I've got some other projects that are my personal projects, and it really, I
Right.
in a way want to just, I don't know if I want to prove something, or but really I just want to show that crypto isn't just about the speculative nature of a bull market where you're making 10x's and doing all those things. We really do, I personally want to focus on the technology and really share that technology. So it takes builders during a bear market to kind of achieve that. um that's just kind of my opinion on that.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I just second that. It's a really good opportunity to focus on building and
Yeah,
less noise in general. So
yeah,
I'm always I'm always
yeah.
happy in some weird way when it's a bear market, because it seems like that's when the work really gets done.
I also believe
Yeah, and
that
it's kind of fun.
crypto
Go
is
ahead.
more than just the money.
Yep.
Sorry, I
That's
didn't mean to
exactly
cut
it.
you off.
No, you're good. I was really gonna just kind of say the same thing, where it really is. It's there's, for a minute there was a meme, it was memeified a bit that I'm here for the tech, and we are, like,
Yeah,
there are truly people here, myself and Ryan, and most people on our team, that are all of the people who are in it, the engineering team, and lots of people that I know on other projects are truly here for the tech, and you can tell. Like, these are the defining moments. A bear market is really what shows like who's here for the money and who's here for the tech. It's not, I mean, I don't really have the words for it, but basically, it's just like if you're still around during a bear market and you're working, you know, that's really valuable, in my opinion. If I was an investor and I saw projects that are working during a bear market and they're just, just head down, let's keep working, that's of interest to me personally. So, yeah, but yeah, I think
totally.
it's good in ways. Yeah, we're not, like, the traders aren't making a ton of money, but at least the builders are making fantastic products. So
Exactly. Exactly. That's what's up. That's what's up. And just so you can know me, a little bit better. This will be like my first bear market. I don't know. I just been here since February 2021, for example, and I've seen a lot of things, a lot. But actually seeing these kind of projects that like want to build no matter what, or no matter how, or no matter who, right? They just keep on building, and I'm really excited on those things. So thank you for sharing that. That's great.
absolutely, yeah. Thank you for posing that question. It's really something good to talk about. Might be a little bit outside of the realm of Regen for this call, but we had a few minutes, so I think it's really
Yeah, I
cool to
know.
have.
Hey,
So thank you
I,
for that.
I saw a chance and I took it, man.
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah. Awesome, cool. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and give you guys those last 3 minutes back, and thanks everybody for your questions and your attention, and thanks for showing up. So we will see you on Discord and all over Twitter and right here again in 2 weeks. So have a good one, everyone.
Thanks, Dan. Thanks, everyone.
Bye.